I know what you're thinking. AFC East, pretty boring. I know what's going to happen. New England Patriots are going to win the division, blah, 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 nothing else to see here. Well, you only have half of that true. You're right, New England, they're going to probably win the division. They're going to go 11-5. They're going to handle the division much like Philadelphia. They're going to go 5-1 in the division. But really, the big noise, I want to say, the big surprise is where I think second, third, and fourth lie. Second place, I think the Buffalo Bills finished second place with a record of 6-10. I think they finished 3-3 in the division. They're kind of growing up. They're kind of gelling. They're young. They're learning how to win together, which is very important. People scoff at that, but even when you're a pro, you have to learn to win together before you learn to take that next step into a playoff mode or a championship mode. And by the way, the Bills, I think, they're about a year or so away from that, breaking through in the AFC and making the playoffs with maybe a 9-7 record, 10-6. You know, there's a big year, quote unquote, coming up next year for the Bills. I think they kind of break through next year and make the playoffs. But second place, 6-10, they finished 3-3 in the division. The Miami Dolphins, they come in third. I feel like they're going to go 5-11, 2-4 in the division. My friend Casey Schmidt out there, he's a big Dolphins fan. I'm sorry about that. Don't hate me, Schmidt. But they're going to finish underneath the Bills, 5-11, 2-4. The whole bad start at the beginning, they're going to have a pretty bad start in the beginning. They can't make up for it. They're going to succumb to the bad start. They have too tough a schedule. They finished third. No surprise there. I think the big surprise for everyone, not me, but everyone else out there, I think the Jets are going to have a horrible, horrible year. I know the Jets are the only people probably tooting their own horns and then making the playoffs of a championship caliber team. But I've heard a lot of pundits out there saying that the Jets could finish 8-8, 9-7, maybe back their way into a playoff if they, things break right one way or the other. I'm here to let you know, Jet fan out there, don't even bother watching home games anymore. They're going to be horrible. It's going to be a 4-12 kind of season. They're going to go 1-5, 2-4 in the division. I mean, that Geno Smith, Mike Vick kind of collaboration they're trying to do, it's going to be the undoing of their season. They had potential to be a 9-7, possibly a playoff team, but the fact that they signed Mike Vick to be a backup, and his ego is, no matter what he's saying, it's huge. He wants to be a starter. And Geno Smith, he hasn't had enough games under his belt to, kind of ward that off and kind of be like, oh, whatever, I'm the starter. Like, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a confidence issue. The Jets going to be a shambles, and they're going down. And you know what, Jet fans? I got one piece of good news for you. It's the only good news I got for you. After that horrible 4-12 or whatever 3-13 season you guys are going to have, at least they're going to fire Rex Ryan. And then, you'll be done with the Rex Ryan era, and then, new coach, maybe you go call Herm Edwards, maybe if the Giants part ways with him, you call it Tom Coughlin. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though. No more Rex Ryan. That's... You gotta applaud that. So my individual awards here. The player of the division is going to be Stephen Ridley of the Patriots. I know what you're saying, whoa, 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 Patriots pass. I think this year, though, Stephen Ridley is going to prove out to be more than a dual threat. He's going to get over 1,200 yards rushing, maybe double-digit touchdowns. Stephen Ridley is going to be the MVP of the East. The coach of the division is going to be Doug Marrone of the Buffalo Bills, just getting them to 6-10, 3 into the division with a team that young. He's going to get praise that he deserves from his peers. In my opinion, he's going to be the coach of the division. The newcomer of the division is going to also be the rookie of the division for the East. It's going to be Sammy Watkins, receiver of the Buffalo Bills. He's going to put a big stamp on those 6 wins, and even in those 10 losses, it's not going to be his fault. A lot of those losses are going to be the fact that they don't know how to close it out and win at the end. They're going to lose a lot of fourth quarter leads. So, I mean, like I said, they're going to be 1 year away. Bills fans, if you're out there, just wait. You're going to be in the playoffs next year, in my opinion. Anyway, the offensive player of the division, like I said, not to be confused with the MVP, that's going to be Tom Brady. He's just going to do what he does, 4,000 plus yards, 30 plus touchdowns, really nice QB rating. He's the offensive player of the year. He's going to be the reason why Stephen Ridley is going to be the MVP of the division. And the defensive player of the year is also going to reside in New England. I know you guys are hating this. Everyone hates New England. I hate New England. But, I mean, come on, they're good. And they reside in a division where they dominate that division. So the defensive player of the division is going to be Jerry Mayo. He's going to have about 6-10 sacks, a lot of deflections, a whole lot of solo tackles, and he's basically the Tom Brady on that defense. So, I mean, it's going to be the Patriots division to lose. I think they take it away, 11-5, like I said. Well, that's it for the East. Next week I go over the NFC and AFC North. If you have any disagreements, and if I know the internet and football fans out there, you do have a lot of disagreements with this, comment below. and I'll address them before the next week's AFC, NFC North. Alright, so until then, remember, I'm the Heckler, and you ain't got no game because I'm in your head.